Hi students, I'm Sonia from Vidyaguru, starting a new session on current affairs. This is going to be the second part for the month of September. As usual, the session is going to be in English medium, complete English medium. If you're not comfortable with the language, you can switch to the Hindi session that is also there in the playlist. Hindi session is also there, but that means that we record such sort of complete English medium session, the same sort of for those students who are unable to understand Hindi well. Like students from South India, like students from Northeast India, like students from Telangana, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh or Assam, those who are not very comfortable with Hindi, they understand complete English medium sessions, they like, such sort of sessions. That is why we record such sort of separate sessions for them. If you understand whatever I'm teaching you, do press the like button, share the video with your friends, and if you have not subscribed the channel, please do that. I would love that. And please press the bell icon along with that. That is how you will receive notifications of all the exam relevant videos which we upload. Let's start from here on. Okay, if you are new to the channel, you are probably not aware that we deliver topic wise current affairs. And as those topics are there, the headings are the topics India in focus. So we are beginning with that topic. India in focus. Let's see what is coming your way. First ever. We are beginning with something very important. First ever Global AI Summit. Global India AI Summit. So it is written generally, it was written somewhere, wherever I was reading, it was written like that. So don't be amazed. It is that only what I'm teaching you right now. Global AI Summit, which is taking place in India, where they are actually promoting artificial intelligence. They expect ideas from Indians, from Indian startups and worldwide. I am saying the summit is going to be something huge. That is what they believe. That is what the government is believing. Try to write it down. See, Ministry of Electronics and IT, they are stating it this way, that first ever Global AI Summit will take place in India. That is what you have to write it down. From the second question, it is US city Louisville. US city Louisville, which has declared 3rd September as Sanatan Dharam Day. That is what you had to learn. So Sanatan Dharam Day, 3rd September, has been declared in Louisville. Sanatan Dharam Day has been declared. The day 3rd September has been declared as Sanatan Dharam Day in Louisville, and Louisville is a city in US. Please learn that carefully. 3rd September. It is happening somewhere outside. That is why the question can be asked in your exam. You understand the significance now. And 20th numbers, ASEAN-India Summit. India-ASEAN Summit took place in Jakarta, Indonesia. The president of Indonesia is Joko Widodo, and he is the person with whom our Prime Minister met. So I'm going to repeat. I'm saying Joko Widodo is the president of Indonesia. He is the one whom our Prime Minister met during the visit. 20th ASEAN-India Summit was taking place. Where? Jakarta, Indonesia. The next question is, so there are two questions here. I hope you have understood that. MOU on Civil Aviation Cooperation. You must be thinking about Civil Aviation Ministry now. Please don't do that. Civil Aviation Cooperation. On Civil Aviation Cooperation, an MOU was signed between India and New Zealand. They can ask you such sort of questions like India and New Zealand signed an MOU recently on Civil Aviation Cooperation. Shanti Niketan, yes. That Rabindranath Tagore's Shanti Niketan, yes. Which is in West Bengal, that university town, that famous place. Along with that, Hoysala temples of Karnataka, you know that. Hoysala temples of Karnataka and Shanti Niketan in West Bengal got the status of World Heritage Site. Yes, so they are actually into World Heritage list of UNESCO, and with that, India has got 42 sites. Yes, India has got 42 sites. UNESCO Heritage List is there. World Heritage List is there, in which India has its 42 names registered. Let's start the revision. Probably by that you will be able to retain this information, what I'm actually sharing with you. Let's start. First ever Global AI Summit. will be taking place, will be organized, will be taking place in India. US city Louisville, 3rd September has already been declared as Sanatan Dharam Day by this particular city, which is in USA. 20th ASEAN India Summit took place in Jakarta, Indonesia. Joko Widodo is the president of that place, Indonesia. The name can be asked. MOU on civil aviation between India and New Zealand, and World Heritage List in which Hoysala, temples of Karnataka and Shanti Niketan of West Bengal got their names registered, and with that India has 42 sites, World Heritage sites now. Let's move ahead. Okay, now we are actually coming to the topic of state news. You have seen in the past page, I am not going to waste your time at all. So please try to remain focused throughout the session. Try to repeat what I'm teaching. If you are a serious aspirant, believe me, you are going to get benefited. If you will watch the video till the end, you will see at least 3 to 4 questions surely in your exam, believe me, because such kind of questions you will be finding somewhere else also, but you have to study a lot, you have to go through a lot many videos, a lot many magazines or something like that. Here in one video, 50 to 60 important questions. Let's start with the first question. India's first solar city, Sanchi, Madhya Pradesh. Sanchi Stupa, we have heard that many times. So Sanchi is a famous place, we all know that. It is in Madhya Pradesh, and a lot many things are happening in Madhya Pradesh these days, you know that. When we move ahead, I'll be talking about one more statue, that 108 feet, that tall statue. I'll be talking about that also, because a lot many things are happening in MP, pension, or you can say Ladli Behna scheme, which I've taught you in the last video. If you haven't watched that, do it, please do it. That is going to benefit you a lot. Anyway, India's first solar city, Sanchi, has been declared first solar city of the country, and it is situated in Madhya Pradesh. I hope you understand what I'm teaching you. When you move to the next question, Jharkhand. See, there has to be inclusive society. We all believe in that, don't we? We all believe in that, surely. Even transgenders have place in our society. They should have. Jharkhand's government is actually benefiting them, is thinking of transgenders also. They are actually giving them the pension, they are giving them the OBC status also. Jharkhand government, like Soren, Mr. Soren, you may have seen him doing that. OBC and pension will be, OBC status and pension will be given to transgender community. It is happening in Jharkhand. Pramila Malik, it is a welfare scheme, you know that, like the one which is there, on this number also, like 1,000 will be given to more than 1 crore women heads of the family in Tamil Nadu, like more than 1 crore women will be getting 1,000. So it is like, you understand that these many women will be benefited. It is benefited. This is the welfare scheme that everybody wants in a country. So Tamil Nadu government is doing it. 1,000 rupees monthly aid. It is monthly aid. So 12,000 rupees a year. That is what they are trying to say. To more than 1 crore women heads basically. So Tamil Nadu is doing it. When you move up, Pramila Malik becomes the first woman speaker, unopposed. She was chosen. So Odisha Assembly didn't see a woman speaker till now. Now Odisha Assembly is seeing a woman as its speaker, and the name of that lady is Pramila Malik. State news is the segment in which we have read about Sanchi MP, solar city, and Jharkhand status like third gender, transgender, OBC status and pension to transgender. Jharkhand is doing it. Pramila Malik, first woman speaker of Odisha Assembly. 108 feet Adi Shankaracharya statue unveiled in Omkareshwar, Madhya Pradesh. This is the one I was talking about. So 108 feet tall statue of Adi Shankaracharya, and it was unveiled in Omkareshwar, Madhya Pradesh. Monthly aid that I've taught you already. Now these are geographical indication tags. So GI tags, geographical indication tags. So these tags are actually given to certain things, certain objects which are, there are areas which are popular for one particular thing, and they want that GI tag, will be given to them, that geography should be recognized by that particular name, or that particular thing is recognized by that geography. So geography, geographical indication, Darjeeling tea. So geography is shown for that particular thing. Similar to that, GI tag for Raigad shawls, mentioning the spellings here too. So be careful. Raigad shawls. Apart from that, Korapur Kala Jeera rice. Kala Jeera rice, like when you may have studied, like Kalahandi district, which is in Odisha. Paddy cultivation, famous for rice and all that, that. So for rice, Odisha is famous. That is how you can relate. Korapur Kala Jeera rice got the GI tag, like Odisha, and Raigad shawls from Odisha, GI tags. Try to learn them immediately. That is why I repeat, repetition is purposeful, that. I don't want you to get bored, but I know when I repeat, things are able to, you will be able to retain things well. That is what my assumption is. India's first solar city, Sachi, MP. Pension and OBC status to transgenders by Jharkhand government. Pramila Malik became first woman speaker of Odisha Assembly. 108 feet Adi Shankaracharya statue in Omkareshwar, Madhya Pradesh. 1 crore plus women, 1000 monthly aid by Tamil Nadu government. Raigad shawls and Korapur Kala Jeera rice, Odisha. GI tag to them. Let's move ahead. The next question is awards and prizes. There are many questions, like Wahida Rehman got Dada Saheb Phalke Lifetime Achievement Award. There are certain things which you would love to learn, but the questions are quite significant. You know that. Try to learn them immediately. Miss Earth India, Priyan Sen. Priyan Sen. So Priyan Sen, she is the one who is going to represent India further. So she has been crowned Miss Earth India 23. Now, Miss International India. So she'll obviously be, be representing India further. Her name is Praveena Anjana. That's the name of the girl who is going to represent Miss International, India, who's going to represent India, and she has been crowned as Miss International India. Now, like I know, probably she's the chartered accountant, if I'm not mistaken. So Praveena Anjana, an intelligent girl. So Miss International India, she's going to represent the country further. Lee Kuan Yew Exchange Fellowship. So it is a fellowship which was given to, like in the name of Singapore's first Prime Minister, as far as I can recall, Lee Kuan Yew Exchange Fellowship. That is basically, that fellowship was given to Assam's Chief Minister for his contribution to public. Himanta Biswa Sarma is the name of the Chief Minister, and it happened in Singapore. That is why Singapore's, first Prime Minister. I'll repeat. So Lee Kuan Yew Exchange Fellowship was given to Assam's Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma, and he got that fellowship from Singapore. New national awards in science and technology and innovation will be given to those people who are actually contributing a lot in these segments, and it is Rashtriya Vigyan Puraskar, because they are going to ask you. It is there all over on government's website too. Although you must be thinking like how silly it is when I'm teaching you, that why I'm teaching you. You will be able to recognize it yourself, but believe me, at times you are not able to recall that. Quite an important thing they are saying, the government is saying it is going to be like one of the important awards which are given to the contributors of science, the contributors of technology, and those who are doing well with innovation and all. They'll be receiving that award. It is going to be quite a prestigious sort of award. So do learn that. Please do learn that. Rashtriya Vigyan Puraskar for Science, Technology and Innovation. 53rd Dada Saheb Phalke Award, Lifetime Achievement Award, was given to the right lady Wahida Rehman for her, beauty, for her acting skills. So she was well deserved. National Award for E-Governance Gold 23. National Award for E-Governance 23 was given to Swamitva Scheme. Now the name even tells you that which ministry can be behind it. So that Swamitva Scheme was actually by Ministry of Panchayati Raj. So Ministry of Panchayati Raj Swamitva Scheme got the national award for e-governance? Okay, let's repeat. Miss Earth India, Priyan Sen. Miss International India, Praveena Anjana. Lee Kuan Yew Exchange Fellowship to Assam's Chief Minister, like it is from Singapore, got the fellowship from Singapore and it was given to Himanta Biswa Sarma. New National Award, Science and Technology, Rashtriya Vigyan Puraskar. 53rd Dada Saheb Phalke Lifetime Achievement Award to Wahida Rehman and National Award for E-Governance to Swamitva Scheme of Panchayati Raj Ministry. Let's get going. We are beginning with sports updates here. So the first question on your screen is about SAF Under 16 Championship. As the name suggests, South Asian Football Federation. See, nobody recognizes it, by that name. I've just told you to relate it, that it is associated with football, and that is what I was trying to tell you, that SAF Under 17 Championship won by India by beating Bangladesh and Bhutan. There are 2-3 questions that you have to learn. Although it is just one single statement in which there are 2 things you have to learn majorly. Winner India beat Bangladesh. Winner India defeated Bangladesh. The venue was Bhutan and it was actually SAF Under 16 Championship which was going on. Fastest to reach 13,000 one-day international runs. It is quite, glory that that everybody wants to receive who's related with cricket. So one-day international Virat Kohli could get that title. Fastest 13,000 runs in one-day international Virat Kohli. India's official sponsor. Learn that carefully. Amul. Although from Gujarat, but we all know Amul. So, India's official sponsor. 19th Asian Games will take place in Hangzhou, China. 19th number is even that minor detail. That minute detail is significant, believe me. 19th numbers Asian Games which will take place in Hangzhou, China, and these are the games in which India is sponsored by Amul. That is what you have to learn. So India's official sponsor Amul. Where? In Asian Games. 19th numbers Asian Games. And they may ask you only such sort of questions, where will they take place? So they'll take place at Hangzhou, China. India wins Asia Cup 2023. India wins Asia Cup 2023. It is the 16th edition. Yes, India wins Asia Cup. It was the 16th time which was taking place. And India beat Sri Lanka there. It was India's 8th title. That is what you have to learn. Player of the series was Kuldeep Yadav. And Shubman Gill received most runs title. And most wickets was Mathisha Pathirana. And he is from Sri Lanka. I'll repeat. There are 3-4 questions here. I hope you could grasp a little. India lifted Asia Cup 23 by defeating Sri Lanka. It was actually happening the 16th time. The 16th edition was being played. Out of those 16, they are saying 8 titles are there with India alone. Most runs, Shubman Gill, Kuldeep Yadav for player of the series. Title and most wickets by Mathisha Pathirana, and he's from Sri Lanka. Moto Grand Prix, MotoGP Bharat, which was taking place, and the result got declared, and by that result we could actually conclude that Italy's Marco Bezzecchi became or remained the winner. So Moto Grand Prix Bharat, Marco Bezzecchi from Italy remained the winner. Let's repeat, let's revise all. India wins SAF Under 16 Championship by beating Bangladesh, was taking place in Bhutan. Fastest to reach 13,000 ODI runs, Virat Kohli. India's official sponsor at 19 Asian Games at Hangzhou, China, Amul. India wins Asia Cup by defeating Sri Lanka. Shubman Gill most runs. Mathisha Pathirana most wickets. MotoGP Bharat winner Marco Bezzecchi. And he's from Italy. Let's get going. Let's move ahead. Okay, we are looking at defense news. You know that this is the most important segment. If you wish to study from us, the numbers are given below. You can dial these numbers, speak with our executive, and I really believe that you will get the benefit. You'll be able to crack the exam by receiving help from our teachers, because everybody is going to benefit you by providing most important questions like their level best. They'll be helping you in all possible manners. So we teach in English medium, complete English medium, and we deliver besides complete English medium sessions, we provide bilingual sessions also, Hindi medium sessions also. So you can actually go to online.vidyaguru.in straight away, or you can dial these numbers. You can take our course, whichever suits your need. So defense news. We are starting with Mahendragiri. What is Mahendragiri? It is basically 7th number stealth frigate. See, there are ships we all have seen, like the fighting ships, small ships, patrolling ships. So there are many kinds of ships. So here we are talking about a small ship. We are talking about basically 7th stealth frigate. So it is like a stealth frigate, and it is 7th numbers frigate, which is of project 17A, made by Mazagon shipbuilders. They may ask you a few questions like that. I'll repeat, I'm going to remove all that from here. Mahendragiri is a 7th numbers. Mahendragiri is 7th numbers stealth frigate. They may ask you the name of the project under which it is considered a stealth frigate, and why are we actually referring it. What kind of stealth frigate? They'll be asking you. It comes under project 17A. See, this is the information. This much is the information that you have to obtain. You can't go deeper into it, because you need not actually achieve something out of it. You'll end up wasting your time. So please, stick to what I'm teaching you. Please do that. Mazagon shipbuilders is behind the making of this particular Mahendragiri, which is basically 7 number stealth frigate, which comes under project 17A, and that is what you have to learn out of all that. Now India attends multinational trilateral services exercise. Like tri services, what do we mean by saying that? Tri, Navy, Army. Are we speaking in that way? Yes. So air, Army or Navy. So we are talking about all 3 services exercise, and it is multinational exercise. That means many nations took part in it. It was taking place in Egypt. India also went there. So India's it was a tri services exercise, so we even had to send some important ships also. So it is INS Sumedha. Because Navy was also participating, you have to learn that in such sort of exercise they may ask you. See, people will get confused. They'll say that tri-service exercise was there, and why are we referring to only Navy? Because navies, these INS, like these ships, the bigger ones which take part in such exercises, these names are asked in the exam. That is why I am teaching you. India's behalf, INS Sumedha took part in India attends multinational tri-services exercise, which is Bright Star 23, which was taking place in Egypt. So a few questions. I'll be repeating them one by one. It was a tri-services exercise. It was a multinational exercise. Like on India's behalf, Sumedha, INS Sumedha took part. The venue was Egypt, and the name of the exercise was Bright Star 23. Let's move ahead. Indigenous beyond visual range air to air. You can't see that. Beyond visual range. So beyond visual range air to air missile, indigenous missile, and I was saying it was test fired from. So it was test fired from Tejas aircraft, and the name of that is Astra. Astra is an air to air missile first. It is beyond visual range. It is that missile. The name of it is Astra, and they may ask you how that missile was actually shot. That missile was fired from Tejas aircraft. So, indigenous beyond visual range air to air missile. The name was Astra and test fired from Tejas aircraft. INS Sahyadri. I told you these names are quite significant. Learn them because such questions are asked. We are referring to INS Sahyadri that attends first India, Indonesia, Australia, trilateral. That means we are referring to 3 nations basically. So India, Indonesia and Australia. India, Indonesia and Australia. trilateral exercise in which INS Sahyadri took part, on our behalf, and this exercise took place in Indo-Pacific region. I'll repeat, INS Sahyadri attends first India, Indonesia, Australia, trilateral exercise which was taking place in Indo-Pacific region. Ran Vijay, Kavarati, these are the ships, and INS Sindhu Kesari. See, there are, names you have heard, like Sahyadri you've heard, Sumedha you have heard, but this is INS Sindhu Kesari. Rarely people know, or learn about it. So, Ran Vijay, Kavarati ships and INS Sindhu Kesari attend 30th number Simbex. See, it is the example of like quite a successful thing. You understand that something which is taking place for the 30th time, that means it is a successful thing. It is Simbex. Singapore, India, Maritime Bilateral Exercise. Singapore, India, Maritime means Navy, bilateral exercise. So that is why Navy, Ran Vijay, Kavarati and Sindhu Kesari took part in Simbex, which was taking place the 30th time, and it took place in Singapore. It was conducted in Singapore. I'll repeat, I'll make you revise all. Mahendragiri, 7 number stealth frigate under project, like off project 17A, made by Mazagon Dock Shipbuilders. India attends multinational tri-services exercise Bright Star in Egypt, and INS Sumedha took part from our side. India made, indigenously made, beyond visual range, air-to-air Astra missile test fired from Tejas aircraft. The next question is about INS Sahyadri, which attends first India, Indonesia, Australia trilateral exercise in Indo-Pacific region, Singapore and India's exercise Simbex took place in Singapore. It was happening for the 30th time. Ran Vijay, Kavarati and Sindhu Kesari took part on our behalf. Let's move to the next page. Okay, these are the important days on your screen. They are quite significant. Do pay heed to it. And I'm starting with International Day of Peace. Everybody wants peace. International Day of Peace is observed on 21st of September. International Day of Peace is observed on 21st of September. The theme for it is significant, but you can't learn it in one video. You have to write it down. Actions for peace, our ambition for the hashtag global goals. It's not that interesting also. So you won't be, spending that much time to learn this. International Day of Democracy, which is very, very important for every country to celebrate and to follow. International Day of Democracy is observed on 15th of September. Theme was empowering the next generation. That is what people do when they have democracy. So that is what they do, that is what they pass on to the next generation, health, education and everything which democracy should provide to its citizens. Empowering the next generation so that next generation can be empowered. That is how you can actually, by speaking it often, you can learn that. International Day of Democracy is observed on 15th September. National Engineers Day. M. Vishveshwarya, you may have heard the name of the person, quite famous, we all know that. So to commemorate him, to commemorate that, a popular person, that remarkable person, National Engineers Day is observed on 15th September. So both the days, National Engineers Day and International Day of Democracy, both are celebrated on 15th September. That is how you can relate and learn. World Tourism Day is observed on 27th of September. The theme for it is even quite important: investing in people, planet and prosperity. People, planet and prosperity. It sounds like we have heard this before. So that way you can learn it. Main event took place in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Main event will take place. Main event took place. Does not matter, because if I am recording the session, please understand that there are, days which pass in between the editing, and also it does not matter, just learn it. Just learn it this way. So I'm going to repeat these days. I started with International Day of Peace, took place on 21st September. International Day of Democracy, 15th September. National Engineers Day, 15th September. 27th September, World Tourism Day. And with that, we have come to the end of the session. If you have understood everything, do press the like button. Thank you so much for watching till now.